I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rock Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy, and welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime show, the Knicks at Night podcast. Salute, HRM is in the building. Salute. Man, thank you everybody for watching us. Everybody on X that's watching. Thank you to everyone that's watching us on YouTube. Salute everyone. So, I have what I think may be an action-packed show. Right? So, I have what I think may be an action-packed show. A lot of stuff for us to talk about. Right, a lot of stuff for us to talk about. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. I have some ideas, but I do want to know what it is that you guys want to talk about. Tell me what it is that you guys want to talk about, and I'll mix in what I had, what you guys had. I'll start with this. Oh, Randall in the building, salute. So I'll start with this. A lot of you are asking me why I don't want to have the Giannis conversation. Right? A lot of you are asking me, hey, Kerry Cox, I see that. And that's one of the things that I had in mind to talk about. But a lot of you are asking me why I don't want to talk about Giannis when Giannis statistically may be having the best year of his career. I'll ask you guys, if Giannis is having statistically one of the best years of his career, how come his team is not winning? Lee Escobedo was in the building. Salute, Lee. What's good? Oh, let me do it. That says Lee Escobedo, KOT. So why is it that if Giannis is having one of the best years of his career statistically, why is it that the Bucks aren't winning? I'm not for sure because I don't watch Bucks games. I'll keep it a stack. I don't watch Bucks games. because I just feel like there are too many random dudes. Like there are too many random dudes, and so it's like I don't know if I'm watching good basketball when I watch Milwaukee. I don't know what I'm watching when I watch Giannis nowadays. I guess my question is, if Giannis is this good, how come that team is that bad? And the thing is, when you trade for Giannis, you're going to create the same situation no matter what happens. When you trade for, because Giannis is worth probably about 4 NBA players. Giannis is worth about 4 starters, in my opinion. On an average, like for instance, I wouldn't trade the entire Washington Wizards starting 5 for Giannis. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't take the entire Washington Wizards starting 5 for Giannis. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't take, for Giannis Antetokounmpo, I probably wouldn't take 4 Detroit Pistons starters. Right? I think Cade and Jalen Duren are a great start, but what else would you add in a trade from Detroit for Giannis? Hey. I think the Knicks would have to give up every starter except Jalen. That's just what I think about Giannis. I think Giannis is such a great player. The reason why he's not moved is because you just can't get equal value plus a sweetener to move Giannis. And if you're Milwaukee, you're going to get equal value for Giannis, but you want the sweetener to motivate you to do the trade. And I don't think there's enough in the NBA to do it. Walter White is in the building. Salute. I don't know. Kerry Cox says Toronto is highly interested in Giannis. I think that's probably the best fit for Giannis. I think that's the best fit for Giannis culture-wise. Culture-wise, either New York City or Toronto. So either Brooklyn, New York, or Toronto are probably the best cultural fits. But I mean, I don't know. Giannis would probably be best in an international city. And I do know Brooklyn has everything you need to acquire a Giannis Antetokounmpo. They have the roster spots, the young players, the draft picks. They have all these things, right? But why would Giannis want to go to Brooklyn? Would it be a clean slate? Would Brooklyn have the clean slate that Giannis would need in order to go for a little while by himself and then attract another star and during the summer? Yo. Joe Beckett, who does it, bro? Who don't want to win now? When Giannis says that, I'm like, who doesn't want to win right now? Right? Dripmore is in the building. Salute. And I do understand this, right? Giannis to Brooklyn equals career self-delete. Yep. I think that is the case for a short term. In a long term, though, Brooklyn would be a monster. Brooklyn would be a monster. And they have squeaky clean books. They have money. They have draft picks. They have enough assets where they can make 2 trades. They can trade for Giannis and then trade for a younger generation player. Right? I mean, in theory, they could. Now, I know people are going to look at the cap and say, oh, no, the cap says, nah, NBA executives are smart. NBA executives are smart. Right? And not saying people off the street aren't smart, but they don't have access and insight to what these GMs talk about between each other and with resources and all that stuff. They don't know what motivates certain owners and such. Right? So while we can do basic calculations based off the limited information we have, we can't have it be it's not reasonable. It's not reasonable to assert that we have the same resources that a front office would have. Like, we can go by the ballpark, but I'm not even confident that we'll be in the same ballpark as those front offices with all the unlimited resources that they have and relationships that they built over the years. Because if they did, owners would be just hiring Joe Blows like us off the street. DSJ is in the building. Salute. Salute, brethren. What's good?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, brother. How you?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna move something around here really quick. I got some things set up here for. Where is it for? People? 3 people? 2 people. There we are. Okay, 2 people. There we are.
All right. Salute to the chat.
Man, we were just talking about we're just having some Giannis conversation. Not that I want Giannis, but just having a Giannis conversation.
Was there a person or people for Giannis conversation?
So people have been asking me why I don't talk Giannis, and it's because I don't think Giannis is I don't think the Giannis thing is reasonable. Right? I just don't think the Giannis thing is a reasonable thing. Like, I don't know. I don't think the Knicks have what it takes to get Giannis. And I don't think the owner is going to gut this team to trade for Giannis.
Right. So you think it's not like a non-realistic conversation?
Right.
Nothing
Right.
better than those.
Right.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, and then plus, with the emergence of young talent, do
Yeah.
you want to stop the growth of young talent or trade that young talent away to Milwaukee in order to watch them flourish in another place when they could have been doing it here?
No. I mean, again, like, so it's so hard to even think about this conversation, right? So I have to even think about that part right away.
Right.
The moving pieces that go in there. So I'll stick with the question that you asked. Do I want to see them flourish other places? If they're not going to play here, I'm going to give you two answers. Okay. If they're going to get time to play here, then the answer is absolutely no.
Right.
If they're going to grow mold here,
Right.
if that, then, you know, I mean, let's be honest. If we're going to have a small conversation about this Giannis thing or a large one, whatever you want to do,
Right. Right.
then we're talking about winning. Yes, Delana, winning now, forgoing the future of at least the bunch that we have now, knowing that we also don't have picks in our back pocket.
Right.
So, I mean, there's many sides to this conversation. Would I like Giannis on the team? Of course, I like Giannis on the team. I would like it for like Yabusele. Can we do that straight up? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've seen some good trades. You know, the thing about a team for me is when it finally gels. Well, is Giannis the type that could just jump in and gel right away? Probably. He's been around long enough, whatever.
He's a veteran. Yeah.
He's a vet.
Yeah.
I guess they were trying to pull that off when they brought Dame over. So I know he could rock with Brunson.
Right.
We've seen Brunson kind of in the beginning of Cat coming over here. If you've noticed, Brunson kind of pulled back a little bit on the points in the beginning and pushed a little bit more for the assists.
Right.
Trying to ingratiate Cat, showing that look, it's not just about me getting or you get yours. We all get it.
Right.
So I really don't know who you giving who. You know how much you got to give for somebody like him?
Bro, do you know how much you would have to give up?
That's a real thing.
That's
really what it is.
Yeah.
They're not just going to say, okay, we'll take Towns and things. That's not how it works.
No.
Uh-uh.
No, it's not going to be.
Yeah.
No. That's not how it's going to, yeah.
Doesn't work. It's not 2K.
Right.
No.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel you on that. My thought is and has always been that you got to leave this team intact as is.
You stand firm with that. You have.
Right. That's how I feel about it. Intact as is. And I don't really care who the I don't care what player it is that you're talking about getting, because anytime you disrupt a team, you're like, okay, you disrupted the team. Now you need some time to gel.
Yep.
Right. And then once you have that time to gel, then it's like, okay, why didn't I just leave things intact the way that they were? Because this time to gel could have been the same amount of time to gel that I could have gave the current team before the Giannis trade. Right?
No doubt.
Right? yeah, man. So that's where I am with it. The only way I'm looking at doing a trade is if I'm getting a young bull. I'll give you an example. The
Yeah, I would
only
like to hear
way,
what you're saying.
the only way I'm making a change is if I am EPMD and you saw Rakim come out the year before, right? And you notice that the landscape is now Rakim, Coogee Rap,
Cool G
Big
Rap.
Daddy Kane,
Oh,
and Lyrical Assassins. The only way I would change is if I add a lyrical monster like a K Solo to my crew. For those that remember K Solo, now
yeah, I'm
you
about to say that for people who even know about that, who don't even know about that.
right. That's like the only like that scenario where you're EPMD and you're making vibe type music where you can spit, you rock the mic a little bit. You're not in a lyrically in the class of a Rakim,
Or
and no
Cool
one
G
is
Rap.
really right. They're really that class really rarefied air. But if you find like a guy that you think has the potential to be there, then you might want to add him to the crew. And
Right.
basically in basketball terms is what I'm saying is if I can grab a young bull like Anthony Edwards and add him to Jalen Brunson, then that's the conversation that I'm having. Right? I'm having that conversation. I'm not having the conversation for a veteran that was in his prime, that was a monster 10 years ago, and he's still going strong because I'm not buying him based on what he was already on his resume. I'm buying him for what he's going to do for me.
Right. Which is what you do when you originally get somebody like baseball and such, where you paying the contract for somebody, it's what they've done. When a guy is already 10 years and he's currently hurt,
Right.
then you got to think about it. You're paying for a name, you're paying for what he did already. But if he couldn't do that, if he's so good, and he is great, look, don't take anything away. This man's a first ballot, he's a monster, whatever, but he couldn't take the other ancillary pieces around him after Dame couldn't go and all the other stuff. You know, let's not forget that team was a squad, right? You had Giannis, but you had Middleton, you had Drew Holiday, you had
Lopez,
Portis and
DiVincenzo.
Lopez, right? All these people, right?
Right.
You had like 3 or 4 white kids who could shoot from the corner. I forgot their names, but they were all shooting.
Right.
What was the guy's name? Pat Connaughton or whatever.
Pat Connaughton from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Super athlete. He was a super athlete, bro. He would bro.
Yep.
He is. If he had handle, he could have been Rex Chapman, bro. Like that dude was spooky, bro.
Remember Rex? Wow.
Yeah,
that was a good call. Yeah, he could have.
Because Connaughton used to be able to jump out of the gym, bro. That dude was a super athlete, bro.
Oh man, Rex. Some of my favorite times with Rex Chapman was, man, he would dunk ferociously, and he had some moves.
Yep.
Just like White Chocolate, the way he would, he was like, I always said, man, if they could have put him on the Harlem Globetrotters, he was crazy good.
Bobby Sura.
Yeah,
Bobby Sura. Yeah, guys that were in that athletic profile. Dante is in that athletic profile a little bit too.
Right.
But Giannis had a lot of help in Milwaukee now.
Yep.
Not so much. I think it has something to with coaching. Right. I think it has something to do with coaching too. I think Budenholzer should probably still be there as their coach. But he had personal issues going on. I think his brother passed away. And so he's distracted a lot. And that there was a rough up and down year. And so it's like guys not liking each other no more. And so they fire the coach and they bring in a guy who was a bad coach. Well, he's a great coach, but a bad person. And then they fire him like with 30 or 40 games into his career. And then they bring in Doc Rivers mid-season off TV. And so it's been a mess.
Yeah, straight off TV.
Yep. Yeah. So it's been a mess in Milwaukee. And you can't help but think that it's a mess because Giannis made it a mess. And do you want to bring that here?
Right. Anything with demands, haven't we learned anything? Like, people are going to get mad at me on this one. I know that. But haven't we learned anything about players who demand their way out of a team, especially to come to ours?
Right.
You know, I don't need to say who and why and when and what happened, but like, did we win?
No.
So
teams that do that probably ever win, though.
Ever. Right. It's the sneaky teams that trade people like Doncic at midnight when no one's watching. They don't win either, though, by the way. They're not even winning. So
yeah.
It's crazy. You know what? Look, I think trade talk is good and bad. It's fun. Sometimes it's annoying. Sometimes,
right?
Is unrealistic. Everybody, look. I think it also says something about Cat a little bit, because a lot of our trade talks have been centered around who are we really getting rid of. Are you willing to get? Because if you're not getting rid of Cat with somebody,
right,
then you're getting rid of a lot of people.
Right.
So, and no one's getting rid of Brunson. Let's keep it funky. And it doesn't matter. It's not going to happen. So,
right.
So, yeah. I hear you, Anthony Edwards. I'm trying to think about other ones.
That Steph Castle kid is no joke, bro.
Oh, you know what? Steph Castle is a beast.
Yeah. I told Hardwell, I predicted I told Hardwell when he used to come around, he's busy now, but I was like, when his nephew was in high school, I was like, bro, he might be the number one pick in his draft, and he might go to the Spurs, bro. Can you envision a future, San Antonio future, where they might bring in a Chris Paul to play with Steph Castle and Wemby, and Chris Paul can be a mentor to Steph Castle? I predicted all of that. Now, I toot my horn on that because even saying it, that was like my wildest, most crazy thing ever to say, right? But it's one of those things where when it happened, I was like, I might not be a doofus after all. Tori B, what's good?
What's good people?
Salute.
Salute, Tori. How we doing?
I'm good. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I know Unc got some socks, so he good. How about you, Jay?
Yeah.
I had all my kids in one house. They got gifts. Actually, I'm gonna keep it real. Let me be honest. I'm a man. I can say it. I didn't decorate, and I totally forgot to because I've been so busy. I ran out, got this little tree, and gave them all money. They were happy, so I'm all right.
Listen, cash is always a great gift, just so you know.
Word. I always say, if somebody says, "Hey, what do you want?" I said, "You." When you're older and you're talking to older people, you can't say, "Oh, you give me money," right? So gift cards. I like gift cards. Give me a gift card.
Right.
What kind of gift card? Visa.
Right. Visa, right. American Express. Man, right. That's as close as the money as you're gonna get. Give me the money.
Right. It's cash. It's the money. Because if you give me something like, I'm not gonna go to like Sport and Fisherman Shop or
right.
Whatever. Don't give me any food ones because I'm trying not to. So just MasterCard will do something like that. Whatever. We're good with it. So, but we had a good time. It was good. So my mother and father, they're
Awesome.
good. Should be that way, man. It's not that way all the time. And everybody knows, man, when it's bigger functions, like this one was just me, like my kids are growing. So, they're doing their own thing. My 15-year-old sleeping right over inside there. She's okay. She's chilling, probably on the phone, probably.
Right.
But to have them, my kids in one spot, that to me, that's my gift. I'm happy that way. And then they lucky I had cash at home, because if not, man, I've been. You take rain checks?
We do Zelle around here. Just Zelle me the money.
Word.
There's plenty of ways to send cash.
Word. I made you spaghetti for Christmas.
Sick.
Hey,
Your favorite
Tori
food.
B, you think I'm shooting you the gas about socks, right?
I'm not. Listen, you gave me firsthand proof. You firsthand proof yesterday.
Everybody won't play no games.
Those are fly.
Yeah, man. Every time you get people to up their sock game.
I got to up mine. I thought I was fly. I got a pair of the orange and black in there. They don't say Knicks, nothing. They're just orange and black stripe.
Right.
So I got to change up.
Yeah.
Got your Knicks hat on, got your Christmas gift on. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, so I got the joint, right? I was like, yo, because I got the joint. I'm like, I'm not buying nobody no expensive gifts this year. And y'all, hey, and just for the full disclosure, everybody, y'all bear with me. I'm working on the framing I want to get the framing right for everybody box. So just bear with me as I'm gonna be doing adjustment for like the thing up here. So, but yeah, the gifts started coming out and stuff, and I'm like, okay. All right. So we put some thought into this. It's like,
it's awesome.
Yeah, we put some thought into this. So it's not like, one of them things like it's like, oh no, it's not just grab pop something last minute, like shop for pops last. It ain't one of them. It's one of them things like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. Like, they actually put some thought into this. You know what I'm saying? Like we actually thinking about what we doing now. We actually care.
That's called love. Oh
yeah,
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So it's like, we put
That's
thought
dope.
into this.
Yeah.
Even my daughter. My daughter's like they like, nah, we ain't gonna do you like that. We actually like you sometimes.
Yeah. Have your daughter talk to mine, man.
Yeah, right. Right.
My son did a great job, but I get it was 17, 15.
So how did y'all like y'all Knicks Christmas gift though?
That's really what
it started out a little rough.
Right.
I didn't think I was gonna be happy at all. You know me, we chit-chatted. I told you I was getting my golf clubs out. But it ended well. It ended on a high note. So I'm not upset. It was a great gift. It was a great Christmas gift.
Right.
It sure was. Sure was. Oh Lord, man.
Right.
You want to know what my favorite part of my Christmas gift was?
The Karl-Anthony Towns put back.
No, that was not it. That was a big one. But no, my favorite part of that whole game was watching Donovan Mitchell cram it on everybody.
I can't lie to you. Ooh.
Right. It was amazing, right? Everybody was like, oh, in my whole living room. And I cut everybody the eye like, this is a Knicks household. I'll push out all out.
Everybody.
And literally, right behind that, it was Tyler Kolek to Karl-Anthony Towns to, I think it was Mikal Bridges, to OG Anunoby for
Yeah.
2 points, right under the basket, all by himself. No crazy slam,
Yep.
no oohs and ahs, just 2 points in the hole without the ball touching the floor
Right.
one time.
Yep.
I'm telling you, these dudes is lockstep with each other. One band, one sound. I've never been prouder. That was my favorite play in the entire game.
Right.
And
That
if you
ball
notice,
never
they do
touched the
that a
floor while
lot.
everybody was so busy cheering over the dunk that Donovan Mitchell just made. The Knicks was scoring on the other end.
Right.
So I don't care nothing about no athleticism, nothing about you posterizing people, nothing about your oohs and ahs. I care that they didn't care. And they put the ball in play and scored while y'all was still celebrating on the other end of the court.
Right.
That
When
was my favorite part of the game. That was amazing.
when Donovan Mitchell and he put like he probably said this while he was dunking. Put some respect on my name, like as he was dunking. When he dunked like that, I paused the game. I probably didn't see the end for like 8 minutes. And I went into Kevin Mitchell and the whole thing. I was like, don't forget, this was his father was playing, but this, that, and the third. And we could have had this guy. This guy wants to be a Knick. This guy, right? I was like going off for like 8 minutes.
Right. And missed the whole good play.
and yeah, I mean, I paused it, but yeah, I went back to it. It was like, he really went in. Sheesh.
It was a great dunk, right? It was like, oh, I still. But I immediately, they immediately put the ball right back. I said, look at this. They don't give a damn about your dunk. And game over for y'all. Ha ha.
Yeah. 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 No doubt.
You got the big play. We got the last laugh. Take all that athleticism and stick it up your hiney. I don't want to hear nothing.
You
I don't
talking
give a
about right
damn.
after he dunked it and they threw it, the ball didn't touch the floor at all.
Yes.
And they did.
Yes.
All right. So I did see that before I paused. So I knew that we scored.
I say amen to me. I said, oh, look at this. Game over.
Yeah.
Game over.
Game
all
over.
That for your big dunk.
Take that dunk home with you.
Yeah.
Tell Coco we said what's up and see you later. Bye. Take this L off this floor and go home.
And say hello to your dad.
My ladies was like,
I give a damn about his daddy.
They talk about
screw they daddy, screw all that. Take this L and get the hell off our court.
I don't know what the ladies was like. They looking at Coco. They like, why they ain't got the camera on Coco? And they talking about how
she's so
like
pretty. I love her.
I'm talking. Yeah,
I did too yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, there's a basketball game going on. She ain't even a fan. She here with her people.
You know what? I didn't even see them show her. I wasn't.
Look, they showed her. She looked a little lost, right? Didn't she look like a little bit like what's happening?
Yeah,
I only saw her at the end after was it after the dunk? No, it wasn't after the dunk. I think it was maybe after that 3. The game was over, I think, and he went and kissed her. And that's when I saw that she was there. I didn't know that she was there the whole game. But I was cooking and stuff too. So.
Like, and the ladies was in the house like, oh, look at that love. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's love, man. Look at, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? The Knicks won in a nail fighter. And they talk about how nails were flawless.
Listen, that's disrespectful to the Knicks. They disrespect them all the time. That's nothing new.
Oh my God. My people.
It don't matter. Don't matter what's going on. It's always the Knicks is the underdog. No matter how good this, and that's fine with me. Yeah. Y'all keep underestimating this team.
Yo, my people.
At the end of this game, I couldn't do nothing but think about that the press conference they had at the end of the Cup game. And they was interviewing Jalen, and she was like, oh, you know, I forgot what she asked him, and he was like, she asked him about coming back and winning the game, and he was like, yeah, you know, we was down 10, and you know, we found a way. He was like, that's our motto. We find a way, and I'm like, that's what's up.
Yeah,
because they do. It's just This is the first time I think I watched the game all season when they were down, and I was like, "Yo, we're not winning this game." Like, I don't see us coming back this time. Made a liar out of me.
I legit think it's about time for the NBA to start thinking about this team as the finals favorites.
I don't want them to think about us as nothing. Just leave us alone. Keep talking about us. Keep doubting us. I don't care. Keep doing it. Because every time they do it, we make fools out of them. And then they got to point out how somebody on the other team is hurt. Never pointing out how Deuce and Shamit ain't been in this game for a month.
Somebody need to
we
take
never
Doris
got
Burke.
players hurt. Everybody
Somebody
got players
need to
hurt
tell
with us.
Doris
Say
Burke,
something, please.
They need to send Doris Burke to Coney Island. I'm gonna send Doris Burke to Coney Island to get me a coconut slushy. She gonna have to walk every time a Knicks game come on. I'm sending her when she walking to Coney Island to get coconut slushies because I need them 2 hours of Doris Burke free Knicks basketball.
And
listening to her is like listening to paint dry. Yo, she's horrible.
Yeah. She has such an axe to grind against the Knicks. It's crazy. Like she said,
and she boring. It's like listening to paint dry, bro. I can't do it. Every time she on, I'm like, oh my God, who is paying this woman? Why does she have a job?
What is she doing here?
They could have got anybody.
Is that she's a New Yorker, right? I think somebody did her dirty, probably a Dolan, and she was looking for a job in the garden or whatever a second time around or doing something, and they were like, "No, you're slow, like Bueller."
Exactly.
Right? She sounded like Bueller. Like,
yeah,
somebody did her dirty. I know it.
But I can't. But at the beginning of the game, I'm gonna tell y'all something. At the beginning of the game, I realized that the Knicks are legislating Karl-Anthony Towns out of the Knicks offense. The NBA, the first offensive foul call he got, I was like, yo, they wilding, right? When you remember when he spent off the dude and he dribbled with his other hand and his other hand went back like this, and they called his arm going back as an offensive foul.
Yep.
Who runs without swinging their arms? How can you run without swinging your arm? That's stupid.
I'm trying to picture it.
What the fuck? As soon as I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. They expected him to get by that man and just dribble with the other arm stiff. What are we talking about?
Now, we won that challenge, right? We won that challenge, but how do you even call it?
No, that one wasn't challenged. That was the first foul. The
first foul. Okay.
Yeah,
that foul was horrid. As soon as it happened, when I text you, I told him, I said, if Brown don't catch a tech for all these horrible calls they keep calling against Cat, I'm putting him on my golf club. His milk dud head behind gonna be on my golf club list show. He stood in the press conference after that Minnesota game. And gave Cat the business like it was an empty 40 points and ain't me. He got to do better. And I'm like, he got you 40 and 12. What you mean he got to do better? Tell McAllen to do better. Tell whoever else was out there to do better. The man gave you 40 points. What else you wanted? If y'all can't win and he scored 40, it's not his fault. But you got in that press conference and you disrespected that man up there on that podium. No matter how you feel about Jalen Brunson or whatever it is you feeling about Cat, you give that to him. You don't give it to the press. That's how you lose your locker room. But whatever. Yeah. Then you standing there watching them disrespect. Like, yo, how you supposed to play? Right? You can't be yourself on the court when every time you move, they blow a whistle.
Yeah.
Every foul ain't a foul. Like, they doing the same thing on the other end of the court, and they're not getting called for it. As soon as he's aggressive on his end, they call him for either offensive foul or defensive. One or the other, he getting a call. It's ridiculous.
Right.
Like, he got the worst whistle in the league, and I'm so tired of it. Like, I really want to write these letters. I'm going to start my campaign. I can't take it.
Right.
I can't take it. I can't take it for him, and I'm just watching.
When he did tip in at the end, when he came in from the left side.
Yeah.
I'm
Great
surprised
play.
they didn't call a phantom call right then and there too, because it was
I was
so
waiting
close.
for it.
Right.
I was waiting. You were waiting, right? I was waiting. I was like, they're gonna make a call. Nothing happened, but they're gonna make a call.
Right.
Yeah.
He has the worst whistle in the league. Like, I get it. The man that he hooks often, and every time he's more like, just don't move, just stay right there. But when then he be still, and everybody like, oh, he plays such horrible defense. It's like the man can't win for losing. If he put his hands out, if he put his hands up, if he moved, they blow the whistle. But when he don't do none of that, everybody like, look, see, he's horrible on defense. It's like, yo, you can't have it both ways.
You
They
can't have it
killing this
both
man out
ways.
there.
Yeah.
You
They
can't have
killing
it
him.
both ways.
Yeah.
They take him completely out the game every time, and I know they did. I feel like they do it on purpose, because if you let this man rock, they're gonna steamroll through everybody.
And he's a Nick. I mean, you add the two things together.
I mean, yeah,
There's
he's a
something
Nick,
about
but
him
even
and
if it's
something about the
not
Knicks.
right, even if it's not that he's a Nick, if you let Karl-Anthony Towns live, right? If you give him the whistle that he's supposed to have, if you stop calling him for all these ticky-tack fouls you don't give to Joel Embiid, that you don't give to Giannis Antetokounmpo, that you don't give to Luka, that you don't give to Joker, that you don't give the SJ,
Joker.
that you don't give that you don't give to 90% of the league. If you stop doing to him what you don't do to everybody else, he's gonna steamroll through everybody. And the Knicks gonna be unstoppable. They're not letting it happen.
I feel like we don't get it as a team, period, but especially him.
No. They talk about Jalen foul bait. What he like 18th in fouls in the league? Like, get out of here, yo.
Yeah.
17 other players are going to the line more than Jalen Brunson, and he's foul baiting. Get out of here.
Yeah, really. And
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody that and his height, and he's always under the rim. He's
He's
not being
super
fouled
small.
20
He
times a
getting
game.
bumped and
No
pushed.
way.
Like, it's ridiculous. He get
Yes.
fouled a lot too.
Right.
And he don't go to the free throw line. It's crazy. But again, if he got the whistle SGA had, he'd average 40.
Yeah.
Because he could get you 30 with no problems. If he got the same whistle, he'd average 40.
I wonder
Yeah.
why that is, man. New York, one of the original teams, the Mecca, everything. Why wouldn't you want and truly Brunson is a superstar and Cat is a superstar, a star at least, if not a superstar. Why wouldn't you want them to be a face part of it? It feels like they only want the Europeans to be like the face. It's weird, man. These guys, Brunson's a monster. Now I'm not gonna complain. Christmas, he got 10. He went to the line 10 times, got 8. But Cat, I think he went like 3 times to the line. Like,
Yeah. They took
There's
him out of the
no way
game
he
early.
hit the
That's what we
floor
were
as
saying.
hard as he did,
Yeah,
as many
yeah.
times as he did, and then go to the foul line. It's impossible.
twice,
Oh my
made
God, they're
one.
not gonna call this? It's
Right.
ridiculous.
He went once. He made one out of 2.
Yeah. So, but they legislated him out of the game early. They hit him with a foul early. That the foul that I told you is the hook foul.
Yeah, the hook. Yeah.
The thing is when you the chicken wing is not a foul, right? But if you put your arm around and tuck somebody behind you as you spin, that's a foul because you impede the defender's movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, when you spin off somebody and they call the foul, that means you're taking the spin move away from a big man.
That's it.
Right? And so, you'll
never see that call. You'll never see that call. Pardon me. You'll never see that call against other star to superstar players ever. None of them. Tell me when you would see that on Durant or the Greek Freak or anybody. Never.
That Milwaukee game, when they kept showing that clip asking if Giannis traveled, and I sure everybody in here saw it because it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Not only did he travel,
steps.
he also pushed off.
Yeah.
But nobody ever says anything about that.
Yeah,
So
he shoved off.
Sherman was quick to point out there in the chat that he either pushing off or he hooking.
Mm-hmm.
Every big man in the league does the exact same thing, and they do not get the whistle for it. It's ridiculous. Like, you can't call it in one game and don't call it in the other. If it's okay for Giannis to do it, it's okay for Cat to do it. If it's okay for Giannis to do it, it's okay for everybody to do it. It's ridiculous.
It also makes
He
me
pushed
sick that
off. He
it
never.
happens
It
in
should
our
have been an
own
offensive
building.
foul.
And
Right.
it happens in our own building.
Right.
They're not even doing nothing. It's our own building.
Yeah, I think they're.
Court.
My bad, bro. Okay.
No, it's all good, brother. I'm just saying, like, you're supposed to get some court love. And you're right. There's a reason why it's called home field, home court advantage. There's a reason why it's named that. He don't get that. He don't get nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't know what this dude did. I blame the Dolan. I always blame James Dolan. I don't know what he did.
I can't understand what he did either. He's one of the nicest guys you could ever come across, man. An incredible human being. When he goes back to Minnesota, they worship this man.
Yeah.
But in New York, gets no love.
Yeah.
Most of their fans would take him back in a heartbeat. They love him there.
Yeah.
Probably all their fans.
Yeah, they love that. He got a standing ovation. They don't boo him there, nothing. It's nothing. Do nothing wrong with them people.
I hate to say it, but I think he would go back there.
Not for nothing, and I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even blame him.
So I'm gonna just say this real quick. So when I go to basketball camps and watch college coaches teach high school kids moves out of the post, they teach these moves like what you see Cat do, right? Like catch, establish your position. If you swing through and pivot, you size up your defender, you attack the forward foot, you do all these things. Cat does all this stuff before he can. The referee legit is chasing Cat with the whistle, trying to blow for something, right? While other players, they're just like monitoring the floor, watching everything. It's like they have like this agenda. They legitimately teach these young bigs how to play the position this way. And then when we see NBA players do these things, these referees are blowing the whistles, but you see primary ball handlers and guards take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, chicken wing bump, fall on the ground and shoot and get free throws.
Yep.
Right? It's like you're legislating like these certain type players out of the game. Like anybody that is close to basketball knows that these basketball camps teach bigs how to do things a certain way. And it has nothing to do with their athleticism or their coordination. It's a fundamental thing. Like you learn these basic fundamentals, like your drop step, how you pivot off your foot to do a drop step. Right? Y'all know, people in the chat, y'all know if y'all are as close to basketball as what you say, you know kids go to these camps and learn these moves. Right? Y'all know that. I'm not breaking news here. This ain't CNN. Right, that's easy. Right? And so when you see Cat pivot off of a guy and his elbow goes, that's physics. When you run, you pump your arms. How many times do you see somebody running with both of their arms straight up and down?
Or
that's
like this.
You run
look,
like
or like this. Look.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, you feel me?
What are they, penguins?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, so when we see Cat do these moves and people get upset, you can't be upset at this guy doing the basic fundamental stuff that these kids have been taught since they were 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old.
Yep.
That's basketball. Y'all know basketball camps exist.
Right.
This is what how do you see guys take 2 steps, then shoot the ball, have the ball down low like this, and then rip back up and try to make a shot. They learned that from skills trainers. Every NBA player is doing that now. You know, they learned that from somewhere, right? SGA, Brunson, all these guys have these same drives to the rim. They take 2 steps, they put the ball down like this, and then they do the little bump, and then they go up into their shot. That's something that Jason Tatum does it, Brunson does it, SGA does. All these guys have the same move package.
Yep.
Right. So it's one of these things like when you see Cat like pivot or spin off of a guy and he turns and a smaller person flops like they just got like they're Ricky in the back alley in Boys in the Hood, right? and people automatically assume that Cat shoved this person down. Can't even shove that person down. These guys are selling calls, and Mike Brown's not challenging. That's all it is. Chris Finch said the same thing. And what I'm saying also is not new, right? Chris Finch had a meltdown the other night about how they get hacked.
Yeah, he got kicked right out that game.
But Minnesota shot 47 free throws that game, right?
Yep.
Right. That's what
right
I'm saying.
After he got kicked out. Yeah, he got kicked. He was tight. He lost it. He lost that game. They had to hold that man back.
Yeah, right to be tight though. Like, how long are you gonna sit by and watch it happen? I think there's like a little bit. I like the coaching. I like the schemes. I like the culture brought. But how long are we gonna just allow, like, for instance, watch. Go. I'm gonna come here. Okay, I'm gonna hug my daughter. I love her. She doesn't want to be on camera. Good night. I love you. But how long am I? If she did something wrong, do I not punish her instead of hug her? I'm sorry to use an example. Yeah, he just like he want to be friends too much. Sometimes I think that he needs to get out there and just really get kicked out of a game or something. I don't care what happens. Take the tech, do something, get out on the floor and say, why are we not getting hit? I don't even see him bark. The one thing I give Tibbs looked like he was about to have a stroke every play.
Yeah.
Every play. A stroke.
He's still fired.
Right.
Unc say he's still fired every time you see him in the street.
Yeah, every time I see him in the street, bro, you know what he gets.
Fired, yeah.
Yeah.
He walk around with letters just to throw at him. You're fired.
Yeah. Pink slips. They pink slips. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a super chat in him. Just read the super chat real quick. Yeah. So Frank says, who really needs to be shopped? If we're shopping, is Deuce Shamit, since we see what we can do without them. All right. So who really needs to be shopped? If we're shopping, it's Deuce and Shamit, since we know what we can do without them. That's interesting. Anybody want to
refrain from comment?
Well, my answer is I actually think that they're going to shop somebody. I think the answer is that we really don't need to shop anybody. I do think that look, I could be wrong about this. Probably wrong about this. I have been wrong once or twice in my life. I think I don't know if they're going to try to come off that Yabusele money, and because of, I know why the question is imposed, because of now the clutter, that the fact that Kolek is taking up these minutes, and he's probably going to take up some minutes, and we're saturated with guards now down low and all that. I know your position on it. No one really got to go. But if there was anybody to go, the most value we could get would be. Oh God, I know I'm gonna get it.
Speak your mind, man. It's all good.
It's all right. I'm gonna take it. I wanna put it package deal wise. I think I'm not even thinking about the kids. I'm just thinking about the people that have been playing for the most time. I think it's probably gonna be I am gonna say it. If they could somehow get rid of Yabusele because they had a deuce to it, they would do that. That's what I believe. Okay. If they could get rid of it because of that particular trade.
Okay.
Only because of the money, not because of the gameplay, obviously, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Do they need to do it though? Is a different question. What was the question exactly? Do they need to do it, or who do they think is going to go?
No, Frank's just made a statement. He was like, probably Yabusele and Deuce because we popping without him. I mean, I'm sorry, Shamet and Deuce because we're popping without him. Yeah.
Got it.
The thing about that is you see the struggle sometimes. Like, you know that they sometimes need to reach a little deeper and they can't. Not that they don't pull it out, but you can see the struggle sometimes. So they're good, but they'll be better with Deuce and Shamet because they have just that extra. Like you saw, like that. I don't think this game we just played against Cleveland would have got so far out of hand if we could have went to Shamet or Deuce off the bench, because one, Deuce plays great defense, and two, he has been hitting that 3-point. He has been scoring as of late, both of them. So you miss what they bring to the table.
Right.
So saying that we doing well without them, yeah, we winning some games without them, but I don't think you could watch this team play and not realize that we'd be so much better with them. Because some of these games have been a struggle. Like, we're coming from behind and pulling it out to win, and that's great. We're still getting the W's. I'm sorry if it's noisy. I'm outside. They doing snow trucks, but if you paying attention, you see that we miss Deuce and we miss Shamet for both their scoring and their defense.
Yeah.
So, but and this has, and I can tell you, this has zero to do with any basketball stat you could pull up, anything other than pure gut feeling. I really, really feel like they don't need to touch the scene at all. Like, you ever feel so confident about something that you just like, I can't put into words how much faith I actually have in this group of players. I just feel like they vibes is just so immaculate. Like, I don't want to tamper with that. It's not even about talent. It's just about chemistry and just watching this group of guys gel together so well. Like, you don't want to I don't want to see that pulled apart. I think these guys are talented enough to win all by themselves. Like, they don't need more help. Could they use it? Anybody could use another player on their team with some talent. But do you really want to keep taking? If you can't really get somebody really good without giving up a good player, like, you're gonna give somebody up. You're gonna have to give up a Douche. You're gonna have to give up a Shamit. You're gonna have to give up one of the kids. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be something that you don't want to part with to bring a player in that might not work out with this group as well as the players we already have are working. Like, we're not in desperate need for things. We're not in desperate need for ball handling. We're not in desperate need for front court help. Like, this team, I don't know about y'all, but they surprise me when they win sometimes. Because I did it in my heart of hearts. I watched us, and I'm looking at the San Antonio team, and I'm saying, how the hell are we going to beat these guys? They got this alien dude on the bench, these big, fast, athletic wings. Like, how we going to do this? And we won.
And we won.
Like, and it's like, this how they're going to do it, Tori. This just right here, they just showed you. And then you listen to the analysts, and they on there, and they like, oh, I think, the Knicks just caught San Antonio slipping because their cup game was against the Oklahoma City Thunder. No, it wasn't. Their cup
Right.
game was against the Knicks, and it was a team that they wanted to beat, and they came to play hard, and we
Right.
still found a way to win.
Right.
And y'all diminishing that win because y'all
Yeah.
want to say that they only got up for OKC, which is so trash. That's always it's always something when it's the
Yeah.
Knicks. Oh, it's these guys didn't this guy was hurt, or oh, these guys wasn't really up for this game, and oh, this guy. It's always something. But the Knicks always find
Like they
a way to
were
win.
tired or something.
Yeah, oh, these guys were tired. Oh, these guys weren't up for it because they just played OKC, and they were the champs, and that's really their cup game. No, the championship game was against the Knicks. They knew that. They understood that. That's why they came and played as hard as they did.
Yeah.
So why would you even say that?
Wemby played hard, yo.
Yeah, he wanted to win. Oh, his grandmother died. Right, he wanted to win for his nana too.
Talked hard.
Yeah.
He talked a big game, played a big game.
They all
Yeah,
played well. They
he
did.
did.
What's Harper's son name? He was knocking down threes the whole game.
Yeah.
Like they all came to play.
Dylan.
Harper. He was
Dylan
knocking
or
down threes
something.
the
Derek.
whole game. Vassell and Castle, they was killing the whole game. And guess what? We still won. And
Yeah.
when it came time, Mitch shut Wemby behind down. Like, I got this. Come on, little man. You out of here. I got it. So I don't want to hear nothing. Like,
Yo,
I don't feel like this team is small. I don't feel like
junk.
Right. I don't think we're too small. I don't think we're not athletic enough. I don't think any of those things. And again, but this is just me. This don't have nothing to do with pulling up a stat. And this is just the eye test and just how I feel about the team. I just don't see that they need to do anything.
Right. Nah, and I said it before. I'll say it again for the people that are new. So if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. That's an order. Private. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Help support, grow the channel. We're trying to get to a goal of 100,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. And we don't want 100,000 people or whatever just so that we can say we have 100,000 subscribers. Just feel like, the NBA and the Knicks need a standout conversation that's sophisticated and robust, that's in-depth to have people think. Because you legitimately can go get a basic Knicks conversation from anywhere on the internet, right? You could just go somewhere and just spam trade for Giannis or trade Cat or whatever anywhere. Here, we like to have in-depth conversations. We like to tap into your intellect, have it be fun, a safe place for Knicks fans that want to have those in-depth conversations that are not just always base level conversations. So help us get to that goal. We appreciate you, and contribute in the chat. So I've been seeing a lot of new people on my YouTube settings. I see a lot of new people coming through. I don't know if y'all replay gang or not. But if you are live, man, say hello to everybody, right? Say hello to Tori B, Jada Chosen One, Cowboy Bob is in the chat, Sherwin is in the chat, and Kerry Cox and them is in the chat, man. Say hello to them, man. Let's talk about this ball, right? My stance on it is, I think that the Knicks have everything they need. The Knicks fans are just not patient. That's just the bottom line. Hey, salute to all the new people commenting in the chat, man. We glad y'all here, man. Make sure y'all come back and comment, man. We want to make sure that you guys feel comfortable here with us. And we have a little community here. So it's not the biggest, it's not the smallest either, but I would care to say that it might be the most genuine one, right? Like, we legit come in here in the chat and legit say what it is that we want to say in a safe place, abiding by the YouTube guidelines. And we may be judged by our opinions, but we're being judged by in a safe place. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So there's that part, right?
Welcome.
So the thing is, I think the roster right now is absolutely perfect. And just really quickly, I'm gonna just really quick, right? I'm gonna just point it out real quick. The Knicks have 4 levels of guards. You have the veteran in his prime and Jalen Brunson, right? Yep. You have a combo guard and Jordan Clarkson that can play point and score. We depend on him mostly for scoring.
Yep.
You have Deuce, who's really more of a defender at the point guard position. He's not going to generate offense. He's not going to run your offense, right? And then you have Tyler Kolek, who is the college Bobby Hurley type point guard,
that's
right?
A good call.
For this Knicks team. And then way down in the G League, you have an athletic freak in Dink Pate, who one day may get point guard minutes for the Knicks, right? Right? He's probably a year or so away, maybe, right? And so with all that said, the Knicks are fine at point guard. Then you have the wing players, right? You have your Bridges and your OG. Then you have your Josh and your Shamet. And then behind them, you have 2 young guys, and Dadier and Diawara, right? And then you have Yabusele. And then your bigs, you have Mitch and Cat. And so when you look at the roster, you're like, bro, we got too many people. There are too many people and not enough minutes. Exactly. If that's the case, why are we talking about adding another person?
And a Huck Porty.
You know what I'm saying? And Huck Porty, yeah. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is with the trade, I'm not going to say trade just for the sake of trade. Now, if they do decide to go after, say, a Jeremy Sohan, then I understand their thinking. That's a more strategic, long-term play than it is a Band-Aid. But if we're looking at making a Band-Aid trade, what are we doing? Like, why are we trying to make Band-Aid trades? Like, what does that make sense? I don't understand it. Can somebody help me understand that?
So you're saying only the Band-Aid trade come if something's broken, if it needs to be covered up or fixed.
Yeah.
Nothing needs to be fixed.
Yeah, like nothing needs to be fixed. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I hear you. I was coming at it for it, the view of looking packed, but I think that our team is all that in a bag, a bag of chips with the dip. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
I mean, we kind of proven it.
Is that a Keith Murray reference? First of all, is that a Keith Murray?
Is that a Keith? I think
you can't see. I don't know why y'all be trying to sneak music by me, man.
I've been doing that. I do those. All right, so listen. All the most beautiful. Listen, so I wanted to say that the team is it's full in the right way. I wonder if the people who run the show that's funny, Mitch, that I actually heard something, I read something recently about that, about Precious back for Yabu. But why would they do that in Sacramento? Why would they take an extra year from this guy who's not even playing? Anyway, I think the team is as composed, healthy, is perfect right now. I would like to see a little bit more. Like I said, I think this year to me was mostly about how they gel and Mike Brown. That was how I felt.
Okay.
And the snow ain't stopping over here either. I will say that I go back and forth whether or not we need like a stretched athletics. But I would like to see more minutes out of Diawara, to be honest. So I think that the real issue is not trades, minute delegation.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Okay.
We don't necessarily need a trade. We're going to have some serious, I think Mike Brown's done a good job. I don't know what you think about it, but he's done a good job of knowing when and who to put in and how long and made some gutsy moves and gutsy calls and put in the right people. In my opinion, at least he has. Seems like it.
Right.
Look at that cup game. I mean, we always reference it, but that was gutsy. I think that's when it gave that battery for Kolek to start doing the things he's doing by saying, "Oh, me? For real?
Right.
You want me in right now?"
Right.
And that really, and sometimes that's all it takes.
And not just in for our best defender. McCall,
Right.
go sit down.
For McCall?
McCall.
Wait.
Go
For
sit down.
McCall?
Yeah.
I gotta take the bus home with him. Right. So I think that, it seems like, they got they got rows of coaches. So it's not just Mike Brown, right? It's Mike Brown. He's got his offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, his special teams. He's got everybody.
Development guy. Yep.
Right. You got Mochi. You got everybody. You got everybody. He needs smart people too. Some really smart people during their time in the NBA, and then smart people during their time in coaching. So,
right.
I think they figure it out fine. I do think that some of the people who are used to playing X amount of minutes are going to have to get used to playing Y amount of minutes now. But that's
okay.
I think if they're still winning, I don't think any player will complain about their minutes.
If you're a part of a team, that's how it should roll anyway, I think.
Right. I think if what he's doing produces wins and on a regular basis, and they're not struggling and they're not trying to figure things out, I don't think anybody will complain. Fresh legs is a wonderful thing to have down the stretch of games.
Right.
So these guys are all shooting threes. So you need fresh legs at the end of the game. And if they're going to play less minutes because he expands that rotation when Deuce and Shamit get back, because why not? Why we can't have a 10-man rotation? Why can't we do it?
Right. Yo, and the funny thing to that is young legs like to run. Right? You know that. Like young legs legitimately like to run. So when you play the young guys, the first thing they want to do is, bro, y'all ever pick the kid up from school? Anybody in here ever picked a little kid up from school? Mm-hmm. Like legitimately, when they get outside, like when they get fresh, bro, they like little aliens, bro. But you like legit, the last class of the day, all the little kids are like, "Oh, I'm so sleepy. I don't have." But when that bell ring and they get outside, you can't stop them, bro. It's like herding cats,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like when you like these young guys that we got, the Koleks, the Diawaras, the Dadiers, they want to run. Yep. It's the old guys that have been through like every year the playoffs. They're in the playoffs and all this stuff, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, they like trying to, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, man. So like, man, let these kids run. Let them get out there and be free. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold them back. Let them play, man. Like let them play. Get these guys some minutes. So
Not even that. I mean,
Gary, you ain't right.
also that. Add on to the top of that, of what you're saying, most of our stars are still young people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got the kids, and then you got the slightly older people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how old is Mikhail? How old is Bronson? They're like,
Nobody's over 30, right? Maybe somebody's
right.
31, but that's
Maybe
it.
Josh is the oldest.
I think, and then Josh just turned 30, or was it Jalen? Somebody just turned 30.
No, Cat just turned 30.
Okay.
Yeah, Cat just turned 30. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry about being distracted. I just saw how many new people are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. Salute to all the new people. Yo, I like meeting new people, man.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, man. So salute to all the new people in the building, man. Salute to y'all. Oh, Cowboy Bob is in the chat, and it reminds me. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Substack. I'm gonna put the link to the Lawrence Tears Substack. Cowboy Bob has like 3 articles and a Substack, and all of them are excellent. They are so excellent. I almost don't want to give him credit because y'all now know how Cowboy Bob can get the big head, right? So I'm gonna get the link to the Substack, everybody. And so this is the link to the Substack, and y'all can check out the Substack articles there. Cowboy Bob did a great job, man. He did. So the Substack is orangetears.substack.com, and you can check out all the past Substack articles. Some by me, some by Hoodie Kev, some by Nev the Disruptor, some by Cowboy Bob, the most recent ones. And so you can go there, check stuff out. I'm not gonna front. I got some advice from somebody on this panel. I'm not gonna say any names about the merch stuff. So we're working on so many different things. So we're gonna try to update the merch stuff too, to increase like the clicks and stuff. Trying to put some stuff out there that you guys will like and enjoy, and things of that stuff. Something that's funny, humorous, some serious, something. We're gonna try to put some stuff out there so that you can enjoy yourselves. Maybe it'll be a gift for you or your loved one or a friend or someone in the chat or whoever it is. Something that we can share and spread the word about Lawrence Tears. So
for sure.
Yeah, man. So hey, are y'all nervous about Tyler Kolek's emergence?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous, right? Because Tyler played 4 years of college basketball, correct? He stayed his whole time, 4 or 5 years of college basketball.
Yeah, about 5.
He got a year G League under his belt, and he's in the gym with Jordan Clarkson, and he got to watch Jalen Brunson up close and personal for 2 whole seasons. You saw the footwork out there on a couple of plays. I said, look at little Jalen go.
Look at him.
I'm going to say, I called him baby Jalen. He was looking like Jalen.
So it doesn't, I only see upside. Not to say that he can't make mistakes, not to say that he can't, have a little misstep here and there, but I don't see him having like egregious play on the court. Like, I think he might make a mistake or 2 in a game just for lack of experience. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different from watching and playing, the 2 completely different things, right? And he looks great out there, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna go out there and make a mistake during the down the stretch of a game and make a bad decision. Because in this last game, he threw the ball out of bounds. If looks could kill, he'd be dead. Because Mikal gave him the death stare. You see, we're trying to come back. Like, you can't make these mistakes. So that's things that he's gonna have to learn from. But if you put it all in a package, I don't see Tyler regressing. Like, I only see him getting better with more play. So he doesn't scare me. Like, I know a lot of people are scared to go into the playoffs with what they would consider a rookie. He not a rookie to me. He played last year, so
Yeah, he played. Yeah.
a lot of people are would be scared to go into the playoffs and not have a veteran backup point guard. But I don't. I think Tyler is that good. Like I don't
Yep.
think we need to worry about whether or not he can handle the pressure. Look how he performed in the cup game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
He ran
look
up
how
on
he
Wemby.
performed yesterday. We were down 17 points in the fourth quarter. Look
And
at how he performed. He led the first comeback.
yeah,
Shot the three, no
In the
problem.
first half, he led, and he's not scared to shoot. He
Yep.
makes the even on that last play when they was trying to get the ball in bounds with no timeouts. He gave Cat the nod, like, bro, move.
Yep.
yeah,
That that
You
nod.
go over here. And when it
yeah,
looked like he
yeah.
was throwing the ball into no man's land, all of a sudden Cat appeared. Like he
Right.
has such great chemistry. I think, and not for nothing, Karl-Anthony Towns plays so much better with Kolek than he does with that first unit. I promise you, I know I'm gonna sound like a crazy person, but if he could only play with the second unit, I would be extremely happy. Like he plays so much better with Kolek and them than he do when Jalen and JB and
I think there's reasons for that.
Hart and them are on the court.
Very.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are.
whatever.
I'm going to answer it in a different way. I think
But
of
yeah,
why you asked it.
Tyler doesn't Tyler doesn't scare me. What scares
Okay.
me is how good he is and how long he sat under Tibbs. And
Right.
what he is now, I'm telling you, see. What is Tibbs?
So I
You gotta
think
say it
that
for me. You gotta tell me who's fired. You
yeah,
you go.
well, he
Yeah.
I don't know why if he would have played last year, he would have been only that much better this year too. Think about even if whatever happened last year, it'd be even better now. I think I don't know if you were asking this question specifically for a specific answer, but I think his emergence, if it's continued and grows, takes away minutes. Really, really, really starts to, you really, really have to start configuring the minutes out. Because how do you take out a player who's balling like that? 2011, young kid, loves to run, could run all day,
Yeah.
plays well with Brunson, plays really well with Brunson, plays really, really well with the two big guys,
Yeah.
as Tori said. How do you do that? Like, why do you do that if he's doing that?
I mean, I don't think he's
If you are gonna take out some, you got to go. You said?
no. I was
Oh,
saying
okay. Oh,
go ahead.
all right.
I
Yeah,
thought you was done. Go
I
ahead.
want to finish, but I'm gonna forget. I I I think that we said this last week. I don't know if Tori said I said it too. After Tori said it, you can shave minutes off of other players. Give a little rest to our big guys. OG, put a little rest for Mikhail. Put a little rest for even Brunson. Right, put some rest on their name. Not respect. Put some rest on their name. But like, it doesn't scare me. It encourages me like big time because we've been I've been saying for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, that Brunson himself is a combo guard. He's not a straightforward point guard.
Right.
He is a combo guard who is a scoring guard. If anything, he is a small two guard that knows how to distribute and dribble and has a handle and scores. I think the fact that when they play him with Tyler, I call him Tyler the Creator for real because he creates. He knows how to create. He knows how to make things happen. And again, I always say that for me, honestly, is the most true PG on the team. Can other people be creative? Sure. Obviously, Brunson can be. Bridges can be. Deuce can be at times. But are they like Tyler? Tyler's he sees it different. I like that when he that nod to him. What is a point guard? So a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
It's a quarterback.
Yeah.
When you see your man and you tell your man, yo, I'm in trouble here, and you do that with your head like that, and he slides over and he gets the ball right where he's supposed to, right here in the hand.
Yeah.
That's what he did. So he is becoming important, very important for this team, for the second unit and for the first. And if he becomes more important, I think you're going to see a real breakdown and shuffling. Yep.
Yeah.
Big time. So I think it's a good problem to have, though. Like, I still think at this particular moment,
amazing problems.
It's a great problem to have, especially after years of Alfred Payton's, and I think it's a great problem. I don't want to even get into the years of the people, and I'm not even going to start naming them, but it's good. And he's a Knick, so I mean, this is great.
So I understand where you're coming from with this, with what you're saying. I didn't think you were going to get that deep into the woods, though, about. So you kept it a stack. I wasn't ready. I ain't gonna front. So Tori B, I'm set back a little bit, right? Because this does require next level processing. If you're a fan,
what we talking about? The minutes?
Yeah, the shuffling of the minutes. It's like
thankfully, I'm not Coach Brown. I don't gotta figure it out. I just gotta watch it play out. Look, we know that they all deserve playing time, right? Kolek showed you that over these last couple of days, and as well as Deuce and Shamet both were playing, it doesn't make sense to now not play them. So at first we know that both Deuce and Shamet are gonna play. Shamet is our only big guard. He's 6'6", and he was shooting the lights out. So if he comes back and he's still the same guy, he's gonna play. We all know who Deuce is. Deuce is gonna play. It's just a matter of how much they're gonna play. And thankfully, right, I don't get the check, so I don't have to figure it out. Coach Brown gotta figure it out.
Right.
So I'm gonna just sit back and watch. Like as a fan, I'm not gonna. I don't think. I know these are great problems to have, right? Mm-hmm. And I know this is going to be a hard thing for him to shuffle around because somebody's minutes are going to get cut. But because we discussed this already, I still feel like a lot of it is going to be situational. Like, I don't think that nobody's not going to play. I really think this is not he's not Tibbs. I don't think he's going to cut his rotation. I think he understands now that he can expand it. And we both know we all know it needs to be expanded because, like I said,
how good of a salesman do you think he is, though? How good of a salesman, Mike Brown? How good of a salesman do you think he is?
I don't think he has to be.
No. Listen to my question.
Go ahead.
Listen to the question. Because the thing you're saying is, and I respect it. Basically, what you're saying is it's going to be situational, and guys will have to understand this position. But here's the thing: nobody expected Tyler Kolek to be essential, right? Like Tyler Kolek went from being situational to essential. And so how does Mike Brown have that conversation with guys whose roles before injury was one thing? A guy emerges, and one of the golden rules to sports is you can't lose your job while you're injured, right?
Right.
That's one of the golden rules. Like, if I get hurt, my job is supposed to be because I earned it and I only lost it due to injury, right?
Right.
But is Mike Brown a good enough salesman to pitch this brand new idea born out of a convenient circumstance?
But you keep saying that they're losing their job. What makes you think they're going to lose their job?
Even if you lose
Like
minutes
they're
on your
not.
job, you lose your
I get
job
it.
in a way.
Let me tell you what gets rid of all the naysaying. Winning. If you're winning, it's hard to complain. And I get it. Everybody wants to play and they want to play a little longer and they want to be a part. But we all know that Deuce McBride is a great defender. Do you think that his role is going to be diminished so much that he's not going to be out there for defensive sets? Like when we know need to put the clamps on, because let's not pretend that we don't know that every great lineup we had, all of our best lineups have Deuce McBride in. All of them. Every last one of them. He's a plus with all of our lineups. So we're not gonna pretend that we don't know that, and we're not gonna pretend that he's not gonna play. We all know he's gonna play. Will he play less minutes here? Everyone is gonna have to play less minutes if Tyler Kolek is gonna still be playing. It's not gonna just be Deuce. It's not gonna just be Shamit. It's gonna be for the betterment of the team, not the detriment. Because now instead of Jalen Brunson having to play the entire quarter before we go to the sub for whoever he's gonna be in, whether it be Kolek or it be Deuce or Shamit. Because
Or
Shamit was the first person off the bench most of the time. Whoever it's gonna be. He doesn't have to play the whole 12-minute quarter now. Maybe you pull him at 8 minutes. Maybe you pull him at 7. Maybe you pull him at 9. Depends on how the game is going. This is when I say situational, this is what I mean. You know you could pull back on minutes now because you have a reliable player that you could put in the lineup. So maybe you pull McCall, or maybe you pull OG, or maybe you pull Gap. Just depend. And when I say situational, that's what I mean. You can lessen their minutes so that down the stretch, the players that started the game can finish the game on fresh legs. And you could take your team into the playoffs with fresh legs. Nobody's getting beat up. Everybody's playing well. Everybody's playing less minutes. They all gelling. You don't have to sit back and crunch every little tiny number. Like, oh, is he going to play 9 minutes? Is he going to play 7 minutes? Like, if today Kolek plays more minutes than Deuce and Shamit and they win, I don't think Deuce and Shamit going to be mad. If the next game Deuce and Shamit play more minutes with Kolek, I
they
don't
better
think
not
Kolek
be
gonna be
mad.
mad. Like, but
They
this is what
better
I'm saying. Like,
not.
I don't think that the whole numbers thing that we throwing around again is gonna be a big issue. I think a lot of it is gonna be situational, and I trust that Mike because he's showing us over and over and over again that he's doing a good job with the rotations and with the lineup. So I think going forward, I trust that he's gonna be able to get these guys in and out the game like he needs to. So I'm
So
not,
yes.
I'm not
I
really
agree with
worried
that.
about it.
So the answer to the question is yes.
Yeah, then yes.
Okay.
If it was a yes or no question, then yes, yes.
All right. All right. No,
That was a very long-winded yes, but yeah.
no,
It was
Yes.
a long yes, but it was a yes. It was a good
It's a
yes.
long-winded yes, but yes. Because I
okay.
know I was rambling. I felt it. You know?
Cause the thing is
I was just
sometimes
coming in.
so because some of the stuff needs to be explained in a way that people can follow step by step, because you don't just get to yes, you have to work towards yes through relationship building, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so the reason why I asked is Mike Brown hadn't been here as long as say Tibbs had been here. He's new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why I asked this question. Not that it for it to be a trap, but for it to be
No,
like, hey
of
man,
course.
yeah. But has
Right.
Mike Brown been here long enough for a guy to trust him with a career decision like that? Right? Because there are other things that go along with being an NBA player, like, hey, I'm due for a contract extension, and if you cut my minutes, are y'all gonna still love me the way y'all loved me before? You know what I'm saying? Y'all cut my minutes, right?
Think
Because
that one.
you know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead. I'm sorry.
Just the nuance thing. Because I'm not saying that Deuce is not a team player. I think Deuce McBride is the ultimate team player. But the closer guys get to contract extensions and things like that, and then you do the manipulating of the minutes, it's like, and I'm not saying this is happening maliciously. I'm saying this is happening
Organically.
surreptitiously. Yeah.
organically.
Yeah, because of Tyler Kolek's emergence.
Right. And I brought us into the woods with that, and that's why you asked the question. So I'm
Right.
going to answer it in a different way. I think that can Mike Brown handle that? Maybe.
Right.
We don't know yet. You're right. We don't know yet.
And this is where, right?
Can Deuce
Go ahead.
handle it? Hold on, give me a second. Can Deuce
No, go
handle
ahead.
it?
Yeah.
Can Deuce handle it? We'll find out.
Yeah.
Can Shamit handle it? We'll find out. You're right, because some of them are due for the bag.
Right.
This young man is on a very friendly, we could have him for a while.
The second friendly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, incredibly. Right. And so now you're talking about a young man who's been with our team for a long time, had to wait behind Grimes quickly. The whole world now had a chance.
Yeah.
Started to emerge, gets hurt. Now he might have to wait behind Kolek. Yeah, even though it's a little bit different because the positioning is a little bit different. And I do agree that we could shave from everybody. Shave the save. That's a shirt right there. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, there
right.
is.
Shave the save, right? We
Right.
definitely could do that. However, Kolek, I still think it's a little early to talk about this because Kolek is just emerging. He's just blossoming. Let him continue to blossom. Now, I think this would be a travesty. Stopping him from blossoming fully would be a travesty. Right. How do you go about not doing that and still getting everybody their time? And I think you can shave the save. And that's not a big deal because we want our players to be fully go ready at playoff time.
Yeah.
So it's a great problem to have a Kolek, a great thing to have Shamit, Deuce, and all these people who could play. I just don't think that they're going to be necessarily. I think that you're going to see it's not even just them. Like how many times you think Mikhail's going to be all right with getting yanked out of a game because we need him next to Brunson at the end.
But it's not going to be. It won't be Mikhail every time.
But it could be.
You know what I mean? Like
it could be. It could be.
And even if it is, right? Even if it is Mikhail getting yanked, which I don't see because he's one of our best defenders and you need offense and defense going down the stretch. But even if it is Mikhail and we keep winning, Mikhail already got his contract. He not the dude that's sitting back waiting to get his money. Like he's already proven himself to this team and he knows what he brings to this team. And not only does he know what he brings to the team, he values the young guys on this team. He's constantly talking to them. He's constantly working out with them. He brought them all Rolexes.
You know
Christmas.
Who he loves the most?
He loves these guys.
He really loves? He loves Kolek.
Yes, Dadier.
He loves Kolek.
Dadier.
He does love Dadier too. He does love Dadier.
But
he playing with Kolek regularly. And
this is
him.
what
Let's talk about the young guys. Forget him.
But this is what I mean about this team, right? Like I think we sit here and we having this conversation about minutes. This is what I say. Why I say the vibes are so immaculate there. These guys genuinely like each other. They all are out there rooting for each other. Like yesterday's game at the Garden, right? The biggest cheerleader on the bench was Yabusele. The man ain't getting no minutes. The man ain't playing. The man don't even want to be here no more because he don't get no playing time. But he wasn't sitting on the sideline soaking. He was standing up, cheering his team on the entire time, Joe. This team's vibes, this team's whatever you want to call it, that togetherness, they are lockstep with each other. So I don't think anybody's minutes getting reduced here and there because it's not they gonna play. As long as this team is winning and they all out there rooting for each other and cheering each other on, this team is gonna be just fine. I don't think we have a minutes issue. I don't think there's gonna be a issue with this team going forward, trying to figure things out. Whatever go down, Mike Brown gonna figure it out, and as long as they winning, they're gonna be just fine. I don't see no animosity roll around. I don't even think Deuce would be mad if his minutes got reduced. I really don't, because we already know what Deuce McBride can do. He's already proven himself. This team already knows that they got a choice to make. If they're gonna keep him, they know they're gonna have to pay him. There's no more. No cupcake contracts for this kid. Deuce has earned his money. He's another one who don't have to worry about whether or not he's shown his team enough, because he has and he knows it.
Deuce is a keeper. So Deuce ain't going nowhere. Not in
Right.
the
So
trade.
we not worried. Like, I don't this like there's nobody there. The only person there that's probably fighting for a chance to still be around would probably be Shamit. Because Landry keep getting hurt. And not to say that he's not a good player, but he keep getting hurt. He got hurt last season. They hurt him again. It's not his fault. He got beat up by Orlando. I don't ever want to see them again because they keep hurting our players. But he keep getting hurt. He's only on a 1 year a 1 year deal. So he's a person that may feel like he needs to play a little more. He need more minutes. He need more shots. But even him, if he gets 8 minutes a game, 10 minutes a game, 12 minutes a game, if he's going out there and producing, he knows that they're going to bring him back, because he's giving them the thing that they need. So I don't see anybody sitting back like, oh God, if he don't play me, I'm not going to get picked up. Like, I don't think we have that issue. But that's just me. That's just me. I just don't see that. Like, I just feel like everybody's good over there. I could be 100% wrong, but that's just how I feel about
I'm
this
just
team.
answering the question.
Yeah, I think there was one thing that you may be wrong on. The Yabusele thing. I don't know if I hadn't heard anything about Yabusele not wanting to be here. And I don't know, because I may be wrong. I want to research.
Said it because he had an interview with like one of the papers out in like France or wherever he's from, and he was like, he expressed he wasn't happy about his playing time and stuff. And usually that, if your playing time ain't changed and it's now reduced, you don't want to be here. Like, and that's what I took from that. He made it seem as though he wouldn't mind moving on, but
that's the reason why
I could be wrong.
That's the reason why I said that you may be wrong there. Because the thing is in terms of the minute reduction. So you said that about Yabusele, and then you said that also about Deuce, and like one understands the role reduction and the other didn't, right? The reason why I'm a little concerned is, and I think you may be right. I just want to make sure that I'm headed in the right direction. Deuce can accept that because Deuce has a longer relationship with the Knicks. Yabusele's legitimately professional basketball career is in jeopardy. Like, if he don't play, he can't prove anything to anybody else, right? Yeah, and so it's this thing is, if he don't play now, he might have to play in Greece or Antarctica or somewhere after playing in New York, right? And so the thing is he's got another guaranteed year. It's a player option, right? So he's secure for at least a year and a half.
Financially, he's good, yeah.
But you don't want to be cast off either, and you don't want to be considered an expiring contract next year either, right? From everything that I've seen from Yabusele, I think he is legitimately one of those players that plays hard and just wants to find a home. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that's who Precious Achiuwa was when we got him. Precious Achiuwa was drafted by Miami, I think, then traded to Toronto after 1 year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then he played a couple of years with the Knicks, couldn't find a home. Now he's in Sacramento. and he's a young person, 25 years old.
Yep.
Right. And
Having
so,
a good year. Yep. I know.
Yeah, and showed flashes just like Yabusele did. Showed flashes like if you play him extended minutes, he could produce. So with me, the Yabusele thing, I'm thinking like my heart is telling me that Yabusele wants to be here. It's the reason why he signed early and not late. Right? Because he probably could have held out for other offers, but we got Yabusele like right away. Him and Clarkson, like right away, they were Knicks. Yep. Right? I think they legit want to be here now. Circumstances may dictate a change in the way you feel about a situation because you may have thought it was one way and then something changed and then now you feel a different way. I get it and understand it because at the end of the day, all the sources and stuff, they be like, Uncle Freezy just good. You got to remember, Uncle Freezy, the NBA is a business, right? Built on relationships, right? And so I understand like the NBA is a business, but at some point when the personalities match, the ability matches, it's got to be a match. Like for instance, I'm gonna throw this out there for the chat, right? The group Super Lover C and Casanova Rudd, perfect match for each other, right? Perfect match for each other, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like with Yabusele, does he fit the timeline? Maybe not really, because the timeline sped up right under his feet, right? Like all of a sudden, this kid Mo Diawara is developing faster than everybody anticipated, right? And because it can't be such and such came in here struggling, because if y'all watch the beginning of the season, who struggled more than Jordan Clarkson? Jordan Clarkson was the one struggling out the gate. Remember, what's the name was bringing Shaman off the bench before Clarkson.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's one of those things. I mean, I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure exactly the Yabusele thing, but at the same time, it's still early in the season.
I've seen him hang his head a few times. You gotta go back and watch some of the tape. I've seen him hang his head a few times. Get pulled from the game. Right. I'm not saying he was in full sulk mode, but he was definitely like
wanting to play.
Yeah, man. Like, damn, just leave me in there for like 5 more minutes. Let me give me some rhythm. Or damn, what am I doing? I'm better than this. Like something, right. It was something.
Probably,
an unpopular
he's opinion. Human. Right. But I just think that man needed more playing time. I don't think he got a fair shake here.
And I don't think he's gonna get a fair shake here because
no, I don't either.
So many moving parts.
I don't either. I don't think Mike Brown has time. I don't think he feels like he has time to give him a fair shake.
Ooh.
I think he feels like he's under a ton of pressure and he just needs to get the pieces out there that are working and he don't have time to bring him along. But then maybe I'm wrong because he's trying to bring Diawara along. So, and he brought Kolek along. So I don't know. Maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe Mike Brown just don't like. Mike didn't put this team together. He came in and he's working with players that were already here. He's working with free agents that they picked up before he was signed. So maybe he just doesn't feel like just gonna say Diawara, that Yabu just doesn't fit with whatever his plan is. Because the man never, to me, in my opinion, it's just everybody has those. I don't feel like he got a fair shake. Like I don't think he played enough to get cast aside the way that he did because he gave way more rope to Jordan Clarkson.
Right.
Because Jordan was stinking it up when he got here. And I kept saying, he just needs some consistent playing time. Like he not playing him. Like he playing for 2-3 minutes, take him out. Like he wasn't using him. I kept saying he need to play minutes. And once he started consistently playing him, he got better. Right. And Yabu never got
Didn't Yabu play a bunch more in the beginning though?
Yeah.
Didn't he play a bunch more in the beginning and he still wasn't grooving? I remember him going for the first three.
I feel like I don't remember him playing in the beginning.
the first 3 threes that he shot, and he finally made the third one. He missed the first two. Remember that? And he was like, it was like air came out of him. I don't know if you remember that or not. He took like 3 threes, and he made the last one. And he was like, smiled a little bit, right? Turned around and got excited. And almost immediately, he was taken out. You know, and that was early, you know.
In the season, you talking about early in the season, right?
Yeah, way too early in the season to do that.
Yeah.
Clarkson also has built a name for himself different than Yabusele.
Right.
In my opinion, that Clarkson has been on teams and done things already.
Facts.
In his
veteran,
career.
6th man of the year.
Right, 6th man of the year, been on some major teams. I think that we're talking about a man that benefited from a broken down team who plays all year round, which is very hard to do. I don't care what kind of human being you are, all year round in different leagues. And that's what I was thinking too. And he started a couple games early on, Yabu. And I think that we took a look at this man, including me. When they signed him, I was telling my son in the offseason, you know, look, this guy's probably going to be cheaper than this guy. I think he's good. He had like a 28-12 versus us. And I said, but you know what that is? That is the effect of having a broken down team and being able to take 48 shots to get 25 points.
Right.
Yeah. And I used to say that about and maybe it's because I hated the teams, but I used to say that about Chris Bosh. I'm like, well, you're the only player in Toronto. This is before he went to Miami. You're the only player in Toronto shooting the ball. Of course, you make it 25 points a game, right? Yeah. So the point being is that that he benefited highly from having every single starter out in Philadelphia. And then, you know, he got his version of the bag by doing that.
Right.
I mean, his version. I mean, $12 million is a lot of money for anybody. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
he's not the only one that happened to. Your starting point guard benefited from the same situation.
That's correct.
Yeah, you remember when Luka went out? They had all the injuries at point guard, and so it was just Jalen Brunson's team in Dallas for a stretch until Luka came back.
And he was killing it.
But he was killing it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was killing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of these things you have to take advantage of the opportunity. One could also say Tyler Kolek benefited from the same situation with Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride being out.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So because I get that part. My thing with Yabusele is this. I think coming into camp out of shape really messed up his chances here with the Knicks. Like I think he stumbled and fell down out of the gate, and that was it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like legitimately, when Stephen A. Smith is talking about your weight on ESPN, you know you're in a bad spot, man. Yeah. You're in a bad spot. And not that I respect Stephen A. Smith with some of the stuff that he says, right? Because I'm a grown up. Like some of the stuff is just childish, right? But at the same time, if it's on ESPN's radar, because they don't even watch basketball, right?
For real.
Like when I heard Stan Van Gundy say, that's not like Josh Hart to argue with the refs. Josh Hart is a saint.
What Nick game they been watching?
I was like, bro, I don't know what you've been watching, Stan Van Gundy. I don't know. But when he said that, I was like, yeah, ESPN, they don't want us. But anyways, yeah, I got to wrap up here because I want to have the AI do us some clips and stuff. I'm gonna go over to Echo and Essence for a little bit and hang out. Maybe I'm probably gonna do a list over there or something. I don't know. I don't know what kind of list I'm gonna do over
It's
there.
the last one for 2025.
You drop is there like a link or where?
Yeah, I'll text it to you. I'll text it to you.
All right, yeah, do that. Listen, for all the people that came in, all the new people, and all the older people, meaning who's been around, and everybody, man, blessings and welcome, and
come back again now,
Knicks. Yeah, come back around now.
Yeah.
No matter how many minutes Kolek takes from Deuce, all right? No matter what.
That's right. Come back for all the good problems we have.
Right. All right, y'all. Hey, peace, everybody.
Peace.